Hi, friends and family. I think I'm streaming live now here. I just wanted to hello for those that are popping in and joining in, or whenever you decide to watch this video, if you choose to sit and watch it. It's nice to see you guys. My name is Carmela. I know a lot of you here on this community have been around. I've been around for a while. We've been friends and family for a long time. And you guys know that I'm an astrologer, moving towards more of an astrology-based life. And so I was just called to pop on here today and just share some transits and share some energy with this new moon in Aquarius. And yeah, I could definitely feel the energy. I don't know how you guys are feeling this new moon flow. It's the first new moon in 2023. So this is really potent. It's a very exciting time. I'm going to do a screen share just to kind of give you an idea of the transits, show you where it's at, what we're playing with, what energies we're playing with that we might be considering utilizing and just tuning into. So I believe you guys can see this. I want to make sure that you guys can see. There we go. As it says, I'm screen sharing. Okay, perfect. And then I want to see too, if there's a way I can, I don't know how to maybe, you know what, I'm going to play with, hold on, how I can share it. Advanced sharing options, all participants. Okay. Well, I was going to do side by side, but this is perfect because I really want you all to look at the transits. For those that have never seen an astrology chart, this is what it looks like. And this is what us astrologers look like when we're playing with the transits and looking at how the planets are aspecting each other. So this is a bit of a busy chart. I'm intentionally putting the 15 Bohemian stars on here because I'm learning more about star placements and where they are in our charts and fixed stars. So I like to look at it. So as I'm looking at the chart, I kind of am programming myself to look at the different transits and look at the stars. So this is what these fixed stars are, just in case you guys are wondering why this chart is so busy. But what I really want to focus on for this new moon in Aquarius is right here. It's at 1 degrees. Now this happened technically yesterday. You can see the time. It looks like it was 4:20 p.m. And this, of course, is at Greenwich Village time, New York. So I'm using an Eastern time zone. And I also use Porphyry for my system. If you guys are wondering which house system I'm working with right now. But I also moved it. You can see I'm doing kind of like a traditional chart. So I started off with Aries here at the ascendant, just to show the placements of where, if you're in your chart, if you're looking at your chart and you want to study more about where this new moon might be affecting you or transiting for you, you want to see where Aquarius is. So this is the glyph for Aquarius right here. It's like these two little jagged edges signs, these little glyphs. And this is the hieroglyph for the sun, and this is the hieroglyph for the moon. And so you can see that right here, this is Venus, which is right within, 20 degrees. This is Saturn. And you can see that all these planets here, and then the Denali, which I believe is the fixed star here. Again, I'm still looking. Let's see if this pops up because my program will show you the fixed stars sometimes when it wants to. We're coming out of this retrograde, which I know Mercury was stationed to go to direct. Mars was stationed to go direct on the 12th. So that's been great. We can definitely feel the actual action momentum where maybe we have been feeling stagnant or low energy, or maybe a bit of a stop-start energy. Now that all planets are moving forward, we can definitely feel us feeling the need to move, to get out of our comfort zones, to shake things up, especially with this new moon in Aquarius, because Aquarius wants things that are changing. It wants inventiveness. It wants new groups, organizations. It wants to expand. It's a very humanitarian sign. So you can see with this new moon transit, wherever it's transiting in your chart, this is going to be the need to really feel the new energy, to feel where it's new within you. So we can look at that Denali. I think see if it pops up here. Denab, I'll Jetty, Algetty, I think is the name of the star. So right now it's not popping up to the definition of what that is, but if you guys want to look at that, that fixed star is kind of in between this placement. It's right on Venus today, right in between Venus and Saturn. So what I'm really feeling from this transit, especially with Saturn involved and Venus involved and the new moon flow, the new seed point energy, every time we're in a new moon, we want to start a new cycle. And now that we have Venus conjunct Saturn, within 1 degree here, Venus is our love and money, what we value. Saturn is long-term stability, our governing bodies, and its old structures. So, and it's also responsibility because Saturn is also ruled by Capricorn, right? So Capricorn likes to be responsible. So we may be wherever this might be, you find this glyph Aquarius in your chart, this is where you're looking to establish long-term relationships, long-term goals, things that, that you want to create for generations, to last. So this is a really good time to look at your investments, how you're spending your money, how you're spending your time. Again, this is Venus, love and money. It's our values. So make sure that if you want to utilize this current in the highest and best frequency, make sure you're aligned doing what you love to do and do it in service to a greater cause, to the bigger picture. Right now is where we're all being pointed to focus that, because we also have, of course, Mercury, which is our thought processes in Capricorn. And that's also, again, looking at the long term, looking for, this is a really good time to make long-term commitments. If you are on the fence about whether you want that partnership to last, or, you're really looking to step into your commitment levels with your long-term partner and maybe even solidify by creating plans to bring union to, divine union for a long-term commitment. This is a great point to focus on, and what the currents of energy is supporting most of us into saying, okay, this is a new cycle. This is a lot of it's dominated by air. So the air within the elements is about the mind. So new thought forms, new ideas about groups, organizations, commitment, long-term partnerships, how you want to maybe create a new business or a new something that is root foundational, that's going to bring you stability, because stability is really the name of the game over this next 2023. This is a very transformative year. We've got some major planets. We've got, I believe, let's see, Uranus right now. Let me just kind of go to look at what's catching my eye right now. So Uranus is talking to me in Taurus, and Uranus it rules Aquarius. So this is the ruling planet of this sign. So this planet right now is in Taurus. So it's really emphasizing the need, and Taurus is a fixed sign. So it really wants change in maybe our patterns, what we spend our money on. Again, Venus, it rules, or I would say, is the landlord. I don't even like to use that word because I'm very Uranian. I got Uranus third house, so I have problems with authority, but I'm working with with authority challenges, which I will turn into opportunities, because really what that is my own authority. Anytime I have issues outside of myself, I'm learning. This is also what this retrograde period taught me, is there's nothing outside of myself that's happening that's not me. So if I have issues or challenges with certain aspects of my life, it's usually pointing to things that I'm working out within myself. So I'm going to upgrade that terminology right now to say I don't have issues with authority, but I am challenged by authority in this lifetime. And what I'm really learning to do is to embody my own inner authority, my own inner knowing, my own gnosis. I don't need a boss to tell me when to come to work anymore. I'm really moving out of that mentality, moving more into an entrepreneurial, self-governing, generating currency and money on my own, outside of, working for a corporation. So this is sort of the life school lesson that I'm learning right now as I'm stepping into more sovereignty codes, more responsibility, stepping into more community. And if you guys have followed me on my Facebook, you see that I have a lot of posts. I'm doing a podcast now for the New Earth economy, which is basically a whole new economic system So for me personally, I know that this transit is affecting how I work with groups and organizations and long-term structures on how I generate currency. So this is a whole new concept. So again, I would encourage you and invite you to explore your own chart if you already are not looking at your chart or astrology, just to kind of see where these transits are moving that might point you to where you might be experiencing this shift, this change, where this new energy wants to come through. And I will say, this is an initiation time for a lot of us as well that have maybe been on the fence. We've been wanting to talk about and maybe try something new, but now is the time, since we've got our action planet here, Mars in Gemini. It's time to take action on those thought forms that may have been percolating during the retrograde season. Now it's time, while all planets are moving forward, to take those ideas and bring them into practical. Okay, here we've got Capricorn and we got Mercury, which is ruled by Gemini, into practical form, into pragmatic, consistent, and that's the word that keeps coming in too, is be consistent with the actions you take, moving towards your dreams, hopes, dreams, and wishes, because that's what Aquarius rules too. It's the 11th house. It's what is it that you really, really, really want to do? What do you want to express? How do you want to share your gifts to the world for the long haul? What do you want to be known for? You know, we've got Pluto here in Capricorn that's getting ready to move into Aquarius as well. And Pluto's been in Capricorn for quite a while now. I'm not sure exactly. I know it's been years and years that it's been moving through. I think it's at least 14 years is the cycle of how long Pluto stays in a sign, anywhere between 14 and 16 years. So it's getting ready to shift. So look at your life for the last 14 years. What were you doing 14 years ago? Because that was the beginning of this Plutonian cycle in Capricorn, and that's going to be ending. That's going to be moving in now to a new phase. So Pluto is our power, you know, in our soul path, if you will. And so our soul is coming up for a new cycle to emerge, a new way to express ourselves, a new way to wield our power, if you will. And so this is a divine opportunity to really, over these next few days, especially, and this is what I'm going to be doing after this live, is I'm going to be, you know, sitting in meditation and writing down from my heart space what it is that I really want to manifest over 2023. Taking that time to, you know, maybe just channel, you know, not so much worried about the punctuation, but just writing down, allowing my thought forms from my heart space, connecting my mind and my heart with my breath, you know, maybe doing some yoga before to prepare my body for this information, for this inner gnosis to come through, to show me, look, this is where I really want my hopes and dreams to and wishes to manifest over these next, especially over 2023. But again, because it's a longevity, there's currents of energy that's really saying what you do now, you can feel the effects of, you know, 3, 5, 10 years down the road, depending on how big your vision is and how long further down you want to see it. Of course, that depends on your age and where you're at. You know, a lot of us in our younger years, we don't even know what we're doing next week. But if you're looking to set some long-term goals, especially those of you in your Saturn return, this is a great time, new moon energy, to put those thoughts and dreams and wishes into play. All right. So with Mars, of course, in Gemini, this is also the writer, the mind. If any of you writers out there, creators or content creators, or anybody that has to do with media or publishing or communication, this is really your time too to step into the limelight, especially since we've got Jupiter there. And Jupiter right here is in Aries. And Jupiter really wants to expand what you, Aries rules the first house, which is the I am present. It wants you to expand your essence, your being, what it is that you are driven to create, because Mars is ruled, or I'm sorry, Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is in Gemini. So a lot of thoughts about communication, how you want to step up to communication. Again, the I am presence, which is Aries. And if you, of course, you can see there's a lot of asteroids surrounding it. You've got the Midheaven, you've got Chiron, you've got Eris, which is Mars, Aries' sister, and Juno, which is about relationships. So your interpersonal relationships could be really calling to you at this time, especially thoughts about how you want to communicate, within partnerships, within groups, how you want to step up into these organizations. Again, this is a very mental realm that we're going into with all these planets now going into Aries, or Aquarius rather. So Aquarius is about technology and communication and groups. So a lot of you might be feeling you getting the need to be online, go on your Zoom technologies. You're going to be meeting more people through technology. That's going to be a real emphasis now, because we are coming into this sort of activation period through Aquarius and this new inventive time for humanity. You're going to be seeing a lot more in the realms of science, of energy, of course, how we utilize energy. Again, that's also Plutonian, power, money. Everything is going to be revamped, because again, all these configurations, you've got Saturn with your structure, and Venus is involved, and Venus rules money. So new ways to generate money, new ways to capitalize on money, using new types of currency systems. Everything is new with Aquarius. So just being on in the realm and the openness of inviting in the new. I know sometimes with Taurus, they don't like new. Taurus, especially Taurus folks, and we all have Taurus in our charts. Wherever Taurus is in your chart is where we don't really like change, especially with the fixed signs. You've got, Scorpio and Leo also in the fixed signs as well. So, but Uranus is really asking you to shape shift your habits, your beliefs, wherever Taurus is in, transiting. It might be your home if it's transiting in the 4th house. It might be, romantic partnership. It's in the 5th house, work and service to others, 6th house. All partnerships is 7th house in relationship to the other. So again, wherever these are transiting, which if you guys ever want to have your chart looked at, or, just mulled over and give you sort of we can go as precise as you want, and depending on exactly what it is you're looking for support. So please reach out to me, Lives in Astrology, if you're wanting more support in this realm. But it's just good to know the transits. It's good to know the aspects. It's good to know where in your individual houses, in your own placements, that these energies might be coming up to be seen, to be looked at, that are influencing you. And it gives you more clarity, and it will point more direction, focus, flow as to how you can best utilize these energies for your own individual chart. So I'm grateful that for all that are watching live, I'm going to take a quick look on my phone to see if there's any, because I'm going to be doing, and this is another thing that's coming in for myself, is I'm going to be doing, it's a 21-day video challenge so I've been doing, so I've been here, for those of you who don't know, I've been in Kentucky, and I've been staying with a friend and living in community. And it's really where the transits are happening in my house. I'm really here to learn community and to learn living with the other, with my own individual transits and composite charts. So living in community here in Kentucky with a dear sister friend of mine and her family. And it's wonderful because we get to live the life of our dreams, because we are fellow minded, and we do share similar values. Okay, Taurus, and we value health. We value organic, good, sustainable, vegetarian, vegan food. And we value communication and community. So we've been doing a 21-day yoga challenge together, which is great, right? Anything you do in partnership or accountability with a group, it's great to really work on yourself and practice being in community. So we're doing a 21-day yoga challenge, and I really enjoy it because it really sets the stage for the body, Taurus. Where is it? Taurus right here, Uranus, moving it in a new way. I'm learning to value my body more. And so now that I'm stepping into my career path and really wanting to work with groups and wanting to generate money and currency with the other, actually creating more fair exchange and more equitable exchange, moving into a space of donation base and more altruism and more philanthropic type of energy is where I'm moving to. So looking towards sustainable villages, housing, healthcare, education, anything that's going to be moving us to a more harmonious expression and experience on this earth. That's where my motivation is. So I'm practicing it now. So I was in meditation after our yoga session, and it came so clear to me that anything you do consistently, which is Taurus, right? Fix anything that you can change your life into and do it consistently. Consistency is the key to longevity and to commitment and to stability. So whether you're stabilizing your financial realms, your familial realms, your relationship, your job, whatever it is, whatever you do consistent will show up for you and be very abundant and robust. So I know for me, I've made the choice, and I think a lot of you probably see me often on social media throughout the years, to really step into more of a social media platform and to be more visible with astrology, with New Earth economy, which is an alternative currency system where redistributors of wealth consciousness. So these are alternative groups. These are people that are a bit, this is a consciousness that's considered maybe fringy or of the fray or different, unique, original. These are concepts, especially astrology is ruled by Aquarius. So of course, those of us who are studying astrology, and this might be an activation, maybe to study astrology, to get more in depth with these types of tools, these tools to study the self more. Who knows? But again, this is a time for you to go inwards and really discover what is your truth. What is it that is shifting? Because change is here. It's inevitable. It's not what is changing or when it's changing. It's how and where these shifts are occurring, because change is the only thing that is constant. Okay. So moving into, I'm a little distracted. Oh yeah. The 21-day challenge. So this might be an invitation for those of you who are really looking to implement change in a big way and do it consistently and anchor it in. You've got these supporting earth signs. You've got Taurus and you've got Capricorn right now supporting this Aquarian flow, in my opinion, to create change for the long haul through consistent action. So this is an invitation maybe for those of you who want to do a 21-day challenge to better nutrition. Right. So my friend Sarah and her husband Alan are going to be doing a 2-week, it's not 21 days, but it's 2-week of vegan raw food. So eating nothing but fruits and vegetables and vegan and raw for 2 weeks. So that's their activation. I have another group of friends of mine that are doing 2 weeks of nothing but juicing. Right. So in the spirit of, okay, I want to be challenged, Aries, to do something different, to think, to have different thoughts about things, in Gemini, right? To shift my beliefs, which is also what I believe in is going to be my action. So it's tied into it, how I move my body, how I share my energy. So I need some structure. I need some change. So what I'm going to be doing is you're going to be seeing me over the next 21 days, a video challenge, doing live videos or recorded videos, as long as I put them on some form of social media, which is also ruled by, again, groups, organization, media is also, I believe, ruled by, it's Sagittarius for for movies. And I believe Gemini is also social media because it's communication, and Aquarius, it's large social media, it's large platforms. So this is the activation for me that I heard really clearly when after yoga practice and meditation, you got to do 21 days of videos, because this is something that I want to experience within community online and meet more people online and expand my community. So that's my activation. And that's sort of the reflection that I received, where I'm going to make some changes and create some forward momentum in my life and do it consistently. So this is an invitation for those that are watching, that perhaps where can you challenge yourself with Aries and Gemini? Where can you challenge your own belief systems about what's possible, about what you want to accomplish, where you want to take action, where you want to join in with more community? What are your values? What do you want to stabilize in the long haul? As our PowerPoint, which is going to be switching frequencies from an element of earth more to air, which is earth is stability, it's the physical. Now we're going to be moving it to the more mental realms, which is, our connection, how we think. So these are just reflection points for you to consider, to navigate through in your own chart and see where you want to take inspired action consistently. And maybe for those of us, we can challenge ourselves. It doesn't have to be the same challenge, but maybe you can do a 21-day challenge on, like we said, better nutrition, on a certain exercise program, on maybe for those that are writers. Again, we got Gemini here, which is communication. If you were thinking about writing that book, now is the time to take action. Maybe take 30 minutes or an hour every day to write, and do it for 21 days and see what happens. Right. So this is the invitation to challenge yourself, to push yourself past your comfort zone, to switch into something new, and to enjoy the process. Because Aries, here, which is Mars rules, likes to have fun. It's almost like the child life. It likes to experiment. It likes to take action and do something new. So these are the transits that have been sort of calling to me for this new moon flow. And I'm really excited to see, maybe on the call here, or maybe on the live, you guys can post where it is you want to take action. Where are you inspired to maybe do a 21-day challenge? Maybe we can do it together. And as a community, it doesn't have to necessarily be we all do the same thing for 21 days, but maybe we take action and just be consistent for 21 days. That's supposed to be the magic number to really implement change and to bring in a new habit. So what habits, value systems, opportunities, life force energies want to come through you that you want to stabilize and bring it in to fruition by the consistent action and by creating space in your life for that new flow to come through. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of my mug on social media, at least for 21 days, to challenge myself to see if I can do it. It's not always easy to show up live and to be on this platform. There's a lot of internal dialogue that you have to overcome, but this is part of the journey, right? This life is not a destination. It is absolutely a journey. And when we can journey together, where two or more are gathered, then man, we can move mountains. And that's what this time period is really a time of change. This Aquarian energy is supporting so much change and so many monumental shifts. Let's do it together, because we are not alone. We don't have to live this life alone. And so let's empower each other. Let's support each other. Let's challenge each other a little bit to be our best and highest version selves. And maybe we can do that through a consistent 21-day challenge of anything. So if anybody is inspired to want to do some sort of challenge, something consistently, because I know I need that personally, pop on the comments, say what it is that you're wanting to shift in your life. And then maybe we can be accountability partners, who knows, in this game of life together. So anyway, check out my page tomorrow. I'll be posting on Live Zen Astrology, New Earth Economy Movement. Go ahead and check that page out, New Earth Economy Global, if you want to see some of the beautiful beings that are there, that with the way we are shape shifting this planet. And again, it's very Aquarian, it's very new. And I'm into new technology. I'm into new ways of sustainability. This is my passion. And I'm excited to see what 2023 brings for all of us as we are stepping into our gifts and our power and switching frequencies on a global level. So really excited about where this energy is going. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you tomorrow for this 21 day. All right.